Four years ago, on my show, when it was all like riff tracks and such, I had a look at a British short animated film where a fat cat that could sing like a black Elvis took the world by storm. All the while he was being loved by cat boobies. He was being aided by a hamster in his 50s style getup, and being taken care of by the most irritating grating on the ears since grated cheese. That was a true test of tolerance, patience, and even the test of your own sanity. Sitting through all 25 minutes of Famous Fred. Oh wait! That wasn't me who did that episode. Oh, silly me. No. That was just a doppelganger that was trying to get the best out of me, and it turned out to be a horrible little Karibo ripoff. I was weird back then, but I'm here now, talking about Famous Fred. I'll just go ahead and do it now, talk about it. No time like the present, right? Yeah. Letting go of the sins of the past. On my terms in the present, so I can look forward to delicious Thai food in the future. So, with that said, guys, do you like Lenny Henry? Are you looking at me like that? Go! On Christmas Eve 20 years ago, Channel 4 aired a cartoon short named Famous Fred, which was based on a book called Fred and directed by some lady that always had a realistic style to her work. I would like to believe that not only is this one of the worst cartoons that I've ever had to take a look at for this show, I also believe that that particular episode of the Preschool Guy in general, looking over Famous Fred the first time, I firmly believe that is one of the worst episodes that I ever put out. That's saying a lot. And just with this first line of dialogue, you can clearly see how desperate this family picture is gonna try and make you feel good.
Our cat Fred is dead! Oh no. He died of cat flu.
Well, I don't feel good at all. Slumdog Millionaire was a better feel-good movie than this! Yep, the title character of this thing is already picking up more than fleas in his grave, and the most annoying voices you will ever hear since, well, pretty much any kid from Super Nanny, tell us of their lazy cat's lifestyle.
He'd just sleep all day. He'd sleep in the washing, on Kenny's hut.
Well, I say that would be Sloppy Fred more than Famous Fred. Unless he made delicious steak burger cat food on the side, beats Whiskers brand any day. So if you can stomach 3 more minutes of the best English children that you want to have in your household.
Can I have a drink? What are you waiting? That was a pudding. No. I want another drink.
Oh, adorable. Where's my air horn? We see this film getting better. The kids go outside in the night to investigate some noise, and then, lo and behold, in their garden, they see cats standing up wearing clothes.
Here, Ginger. Pussy.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry.
Look, I'm gonna be completely honest about this. I have nothing against cats wearing clothes, standing up, trying to be like humans. I mean, I think enough online fetishes have clearly proven that point, but when you look at it in this reality, the world that we live in, that this movie is supposedly trying to be, you have to think all the trouble that they have to go through to make this happen. No, not the filmmakers, I mean like the actual cats themselves in said movie. All these questions are seeping through your mind to try and make sense of this real world. Why are the cats wearing clothes? Where did they get the clothes from? Is there a cat tailor? Does he get the materials from the black cat market? Where do the cats keep the clothes during the day? We've clearly proven that they're on all fours right from the start. And while we're on that note, why is it that the kids can understand fake-ass serious black hair as well as all the other animals? Did they earn it through magic? Can we just talk to animals in general? Doesn't it seem weird that the cats act more like humans for about 80% of this film anyway? And while we're on the subject of cats acting like humans, why do the lady cats have boobies? If they were going to be realistic, each one of them should have 8 knockers as opposed to just 2! God, we haven't even got to the point why Famous Fred was so famous, and I'm already losing touch with my own sanity! With talking trains and Tony Hancock dogs, I'm scarred for life! Since we've timed that in so nicely, why was Fred so famous? I mean, clearly, it wasn't for nothing.
Nothing?
Not nothing. It can't be explained in words. You'll just have to have the privilege to watch for yourself.
I'm gonna love you, baby, and make you yell for more. I'm gonna kiss you, honey, until my lips are sore. Let's take a walk in the moonlight, under the stars above. Hi, baby. Whoa, this ain't no puppy love. I'm gonna hug ya, squeeze ya. If you give me half a chance, I'm gonna squeeze ya, hug ya, tighter.
One more question. Why is it that humans can't see
Cats wearing clothes, standing up, talking about the game.
I'm feeling smoochy.
20 more minutes. Yeah, that wasn't even 5-6 minutes in. Oh! Look on the bright side, at least we kind of know the premise of this now. At least we can focus on nice, decent, family-friendly humor now.
He was fantastic.
Oh, he was sensational.
He was my dad.
Shut up.
Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, the guinea pig was Fred's manager. How he is still alive is a question I won't bother asking. Also, why are the kids surprised that their guinea pig is being able to talk and they weren't reacting to the cat orgy in their backyard 3 minutes ago? Talk about reality kicking in. So all the cats arrive for the memorial service, and the next song, I'm just gonna play for 8 seconds. It's not because of copyright. I don't think Channel 4 would care that I'm using their material anyway, but 8 seconds is all you need to really question your life after hearing this one song and how it's all portrayed. Go.
We congregate to say goodbye. Our loss is great. That's why we cry.
See? I was right. Moving on. And I hope you really wanted to see why Fred was so famous, because the next 10 minutes, roughly 2/5 of this film, are in flashback, telling us of Fred's entire life, even when Fred was a kitten. Should I question how the guinea pig knows this far back when it clearly shows later on that he meets Fred for the first time as an adult? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to question your your logic in this scenario here. Can I get one more? It's like all those cat videos on YouTube started here!
Shoot me!
Oh no, Mike, we've been burgled!
So the guinea pig that helped Fred become famous. The singing, the wardrobe, the not making it into the Daily Mirror as opposed to the kitty bin. All of it! Even to the point of their first proper gig that was all in one night? Or was it done in multiple times throughout the week? Or was it something else? Like, I don't know. The editing and pacing of this thing don't really make that clear for us. You know, the kind-hearted audience that we are. So kind, in fact, that I'm actually spending more time talking about this drivel than Mickey's House of Villains. But at least, compared to the two of them, more care was obviously put into famous Fred. Oh, Disney Bomb! Oh, wait a second. So that's why Fred would sleep all day, like all cats do. It's because he had a nightlife. And that's perfect timing that that answer was brought up, because my pet cat Tiddles actually came through the door and back from her nightlife as well. So, Tiddles, how you doing? How was your nightlife? What? What are you looking at? Did you bring me a gift? Wait, what is it? Excuse me 1 second. No! Bad Tiddles are some bad Tiddles! You don't bring dead birds into my house! Bad Tiddles! It even gets to the point where he actually gets a world tour. Part of me just wants to say that this is all exaggerated, that this world tour is just around the block or something, but no! It clearly shows that human-sized buildings are hosting these concerts, going all over the world. America, France, Japan, Timbuktu, and getting billed for everything! Yet more questions that have me puzzled over our species as humans. Like, are all humans just asleep during the night? If so, you better tell your local prostitutes to get to bed by 8. The famous Fred Well tour has to happen. Fred must fake sing his way to stardom. Bring the Rule 34 artists though, they'll love it.
I left my cat flapping, the family were napping. They call me Mr. Showbiz, can't you hear them pretties clapping?
I like to think by now you'd gotten a good idea of how the songs are portrayed in this film. And I also like to think that you agree with me on this statement, that they all range from cringeworthy to the ears to pure insanity to the eyes. Either way, that's not a good thing.
Lifestyle is glitzy, the hotels are ritzy. Got satin sheets and all my suites.
What the f***?
Lifestyle is glitzy, the
No, don't play it again. I got it, just... What the f***? Why did you show that depressing image for 3 seconds during this big happy song? Is this something that kids movies do now? Are we gonna see more mainstream family movies putting in little tidbits of sadness over their happy music?
Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata.
Why was it nominated for an Academy Award? Oh no, I'm not talking about that Disney classic. I'm actually talking about Famous Fred. I'm not kidding, look! In 1998, this film was nominated for Best Animated Short at the Oscars! How crazy is that? Just please tell me a better cartoon snatched the award from this atrocity. Oh hey, I actually like that one.
Well, alright.
But just like the artist that wasn't being very clear on the jokes, Fred goes too wild off stage and ultimately becomes ill. They are forced to come home, unite with their human family, and take a picture of his death?
That flu was the death of him.
Wow, Kenneth, you're a real freak for keeping the death photos of your close ones. I don't do that. Not at all. Well, with the story out in the open and with all revealed, How are they gonna bring us back from this downer image?
It's his latest song. I secretly recorded it. What, without asking me?
Wow. A part of me is just thinking that this whole funeral was just a publicity stunt so that way more cats would buy famous Fred's music. Psycho! Also, while the animation in this whole thing is in and out of what it wants to be and is basically just rhubarb and custard gone sober, it makes up for it with images like this.
Not in the fridge, no.
See, that is comedy right there. Someone should make a 25-minute movie based on that image. And not cat movies. Oh my god, I'm insulted for reality, for a species, for everything. With the party over, the guinea pig is left to clean up the house by himself. And while that is a noble gesture, that still doesn't change the fact that there is no food in the house and every flower in the garden is ruined. Wow. Cats are assholes. I mean, the kids are too, but cats are... Jeez. Look, let me give you some honest advice here, lady. Sell your house, move over to a safer neighborhood, you know, one that doesn't have cats at all. Because that way, at least you'll have less chances to be
Burgled!
And just as things couldn't get any more needlessly complicated at the last minute, we get this quote-unquote twist ending.
And then it was the cat flu. But that was his 8th life. He used 8 lives, not 9.
Wait a second, that brings up more questions! Like, why was the whole 9 lives thing not brought up before? Was Fred hiding out this whole time? How will the family take it when he shows up? Will the fans that love him just love him less now that he's pulled a Macaulay Culkin? Or is Fred really dead and his ghost haunts the house forevermore? He will make sure that the kids are scarred for life. He will eat his manager and bring a horrifying yet fitting conclusion to his expanded career. Well, movie's over, so I don't give a shit. This sucks. This was undeserving unto this said sucks, and they... I mean, some traces of a good idea were in this, and the animation isn't technically bad either. It's the music, the main voice acting, the laziness in the writing, the unfunny jokes for both the kids and adults, and the execution of it as a whole is what really gets under my skin. It should be in my favorites list, but it's not. It's really, really not. Lenny, you're a good comedian, but please, just stick to comedy, for our sakes. And Shrunken Heads. Jeez, that took a lot out of me. But it was worth it. You know why? Oh, not because I can finally put this thing to rest, but getting to the credits treats you with the only decent song that this movie can offer. It's not even revolutionary or even that good, but by gum, does it make me feel good inside. And ironically, this song is called One Last Song. And I'm gonna play that for you guys in its entirety, so please enjoy.
Theater's now in darkness. Only one spotlight center stage. The only place I wanted to be. The flowers in my dressing room have died. Only one single rose remains. A token of my life, you see. One last song, I sing it now and forever while we're apart. One last song, sung with all of my heart. One last song, a song sung with all of my heart. The stage is now in darkness, so let the curtain fall.
That's something of my life, you see. The door's locked. Great. Do it again.